Avatar: The Last Airbender is arguably the best American cartoon to come out of the 21st century. Its plot is meaningful and full of philosophy, rounded off perfectly in its 3 chapters, Water, Earth and Fire. Its characters are believable and human with very diverse yet very realistic personalities. The atmosphere is so creative and so wonderfully weird with its strange animals and odd creatures. The blend of humor and drama is done better than most adult shows, and the action is godlike, taking inspiration from many different real-life martial arts, just like the culture and different customs you see from the different nations and tribes. It is one of those truly wonderful creations that come exponentially close to perfection. And nothing will ever ruin it for me. By the way, what happened to your The Last Airbender review?
I'm working on it, god damn it!
Badass. If you wanted to describe Trigon with one word, it'd be badass. If you wanted to describe it with a lot of words, it would be a deep space future western gun action anime.
That is the most badass genre description ever. You want big guns? You got them, and they're badass! You want spaceships? You got them, and they're badass! You want the most awesome main character ever created? You got him, and he's kinda badass. You want a thorough and intriguing story centering about a deeply rooted philosophical and psychological dilemma? Well, that's not that badass, but you still got it. The protagonist, Vash the Stampede, is very much comparable to Aang from Avatar. Both are pacifists who usually wouldn't hurt a fly. Both have the responsibility thrust upon them to save mankind from a bloodthirsty megalomaniac. And both are confronted with the fact that they might have to kill to protect their loved ones and to save mankind. But what makes Trigon superior is a huge spoiler, so to avoid it, click here. Or click here. You could click here if you want to. You can click on my face. Just click here. No? Okay. At some point in the story, both Vash and Aang see themselves forced to kill the main baddie to save everyone. And whilst Aang finds an admittedly semi-deus ex machina way around that, Vash has no way around that. Either he kills or his friends die, and when he finally does kill, he is devastated. Just look at his face in this scene. You can see his mind racing to find a way around this, even though he knows that his task is impossible. The drama is just incredibly well executed and shows a much more realistic portrayal of what it would be like if something like this really happened. Admittedly, the first couple episodes are kind of goofy, and the way the story unfolds is pretty slow, but once it gets going, it is absolutely worth it. Trigon, because love and peace. And my favorite animated show of all time is every single goddamn Donald Duck and Daffy Duck cartoon ever made. Yes, I know it's another tie, but sue me, I just can't choose. I love both these cartoons equally. Both these characters are eternally timeless, but what makes them exactly the cult classics that they are today? Well, both are ducks with speech impediments, both are selfish and irascible in comparison to the always lucky Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny, and both always seem to lose. But in another way, they are very different from each other too. Donald Duck's humor is more slapsticky, whilst Daffy's relies more on dialogue.
All right, let's get this picture started. No, no!
Donald is the more optimistic one, whilst Daffy is, well, less optimistic.
You're despicable.
But what makes these characters so great to me is the thing they represent. Both Donald and Daffy have always been outshone by greater, more successful characters. They're both the underdogs and they never really win. And everyone's felt like that at some point in their lives. You'd never see Bugs or Mickey go into a fit of rage, but Donald and Daffy are capable of doing so. They'll get angry and confused, and that makes them so much more relatable and, dare I say, human. Even though nostalgia and the cultural impact these cartoons have had definitely helped these cartoons' chances to get up to the spot, but it's their surprising humanity what makes the Daffy Duck and Donald Duck cartoons my favourite cartoons of all time. Thanks for bearing with me through this list. I hope you enjoyed it, and wait just a second! Now what? Why did you not put My Little Pony Friendship is Magic on your list? Well, I like My Little Pony, but it's just not in my top 10. I still like it just fine. Oh, so it's your number 11 then? Well, it's not as good as Adventure Time.